Oh my god, they're fucking crazy,
My
dude.
god, this looks like something you'd find on like RedTube.
Welcome back to the SqueekyDogCast, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, we were just watching some chimp videos here.
I have so few words. I have so few words.
Chimps are fucking funny, man. They're crazy. They're so rambunctious and wild. I love my little chimp friends. Rance and Jimmy, the chimps.
I'm waiting for the uprising.
Like Planet of the Apes.
Bring me the Planet of the Apes.
I need to see those movies because I've seen some clips and like holy shit, the special effects they have in some of the newer ones are like the best I've seen of any animal in a movie. It's kind of crazy. Like there was
You know what I find kind of wild about that? Like,
yeah.
These movies clearly have budget, right?
Yeah, they have huge budgets.
These movies clearly have budget and they have a lot to say, and like, you know, they're politically charged and all that. I
Yeah.
never see a motherfucker talking about Planet of the Apes movies.
I remember seeing a lot of people talk about it back when like that first of the remakes came out. And I remember my great grandma, my nana, she was crying and my aunt was like, "They're fucking CGI monkeys." Stop it.
No, like the first remake start like of the modern remakes. The first one starred like DeFranco?
I think so. That
What's his
sounds
name?
correct. Not Phil DeFranco, James Franco.
James Franco.
What was it? It was just called
James.
Planet of the Apes, right? It wasn't called anything particular. No, it wasn't called. What was it called? Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Rise.
I thought that was like the second.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, that's 2011, so that's got to be the first.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
No, I think it's Rise and then Dawn. Yeah, James Franco's in it. Is this the first one? It's American science fiction. It is a reboot of the Planet of the Apes, and is the seventh. I know I'm not. I haven't yet. I'm just trying to make sure I have their thing. All right. Yeah. Here it is.
There we go.
Yeah. It stars James Franco, Frida Pinto, John Lithgow, Brian Cox, Tom Felton, and of course Andy Serkis, who plays Caesar.
John Lithgow, it feels to me, always pops up where you least expect him.
He looks funny.
Like, did you? I mean,
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Just to show you how random it gets, John Lithgow was one of the season antagonists in Dexter.
I know you know him from here, World According to Garp.
Actually, that's not where I was introduced to John Lithgow. It's just that was one of the places he randomly popped up. I knew him from the series that made him famous, Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, I never
which also
saw this.
launched the career of that other cute guy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he played Robin in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just say like he's really cute?
He's pretty cute. He's got like a nerdy like cuteness guy to him. Though I feel like he also kind of has like tech bro phrenology. Maybe it's these glasses. It's probably these glasses. It's the glasses.
If you see
shirt.
him without, like, find a better picture, please. Jesus.
Yeah, he looks better here. You know?
Yeah.
This is a good photo. That's a great photo, actually.
That's a good photo.
Yeah, he looks better without the glasses for sure.
What's the name of that movie? Looper.
He looks like James McAvoy here.
He does a bit, but in Looper, he played the younger version of Bruce Willis's character.
Interesting.
And they made him look like they made him out to look more like Bruce Willis.
I can't see the poster.
No, you just got to pull his name up on images and put Looper.
True. Joseph Gordon-Levitt Looper.
Like, you could see it,
I
right?
can see it. That's kind of crazy. I can see it. It's really the
It
expression
was
that
the
helps, but
weirdest
like
movie
it
to
works.
see. It was the weirdest movie.
Looper, what was Looper? Looper in my mind slots alongside what was it, Hancock and Jumper. I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's because these movies came out in like the same year or some shit.
I feel like Hancock is the odd one out there.
Oh, Hancock is a lot different. Jumper. Oh, these movies.
Jumper, I would say.
Put mostly Hancock and Jumper together, and then at some point, I think I saw Looper, and just kind of saw because of Jumper and Looper, they were in the same mind together.
I feel like people didn't appreciate Jumper.
I like half watched it when I was a kid with my dad.
Look,
Like a
this
lot of
is by
movies.
no means like high cinema.
Oh, Hayden Christensen. I didn't even know.
Right?
Yeah.
This is by no means high cinema, but it really was what it was, and people didn't. I feel like people didn't appreciate what it was.
We could watch this as a point for movie night, maybe. For some like nice 2000s cinema.
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 I can just see that meme of like
Like
cinema.
of the fucking pure cinema.
Yeah.
What's his name? Martin Scorsese.
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 Can I just say I'm not a fan of Scorsese.
I haven't. I don't think I've consciously watched one of his movies. What did he? I know his like recent stuff like Killers of the Flower Moon, but I actually can't name you a Martin Scorsese movie off the top of my head. Did he do Goodfellas?
Yeah, I think he might have done Goodfellas. He did The Departed.
Oh right, he did do the part. That's yeah. I know his movies. I just don't know which ones he's actually done. Like like what? Like so.
Yeah, he did Goodfellas. I've got it up
Oh,
here.
okay. My bad.
Yeah, some early ones.
Taxi
Taxi Driver,
Driver.
which was
Yes.
big. Raging Bull, which was
I haven't
big.
think I haven't seen any of these. Good. Oh, okay, so good. Goodfellas. He did Goodfellas. He did
He did
Casino.
Last Temptation of Christ.
Okay, The Departed. Shutter Island. Isn't that movie awful?
It's not awful. It's just one of those that's like kind of up its own ass.
I see. I might be thinking of something else.
Like
Um, I know Gangs
what's
in New
it?
York.
What was it called? Shutter Island. Shutter Island feels like a movie that would have been made by Christopher Nolan if Christopher Nolan wasn't like obsessed with having big action scenes.
I see. I see. That kind of paints a picture in my head, and it doesn't sound like a good time. I recognize a lot of these
Yeah.
movies. New York, fucking
I like
Gangs
The
in New
Departed.
York, Hugo, Wolf of Wall Street. Wait, Wolf of Wall Street was him? I didn't even know that. The Silence.
Yes.
I think I've heard of Silence, but I haven't seen The Irishman. I know of The Irishman and Killers of the Flower Moon. I know of. I haven't seen any of these though. I haven't seen a single Martin Scorsese movie. I just
You
realized.
haven't seen a single. You should watch The Departed if just for like your own cultural like fulfillment.
Yeah, I do. Of these movies that I had planned to watch, Goodfellas, The Departed, and I think at one point in time I planned on watching Taxi Driver just because I heard people say that the Joker movie is basically everything that was in Taxi Driver except with Joker in it. So I was like interested to
Yeah,
see.
this
I know
movie.
the deal.
What was
This
the?
movie
Was it
won
this
Best
movie?
Picture, right?
I believe so.
Best Director,
Best
Best Actor,
Director,
including Best Picture.
nominated for 5 other
Oh, it was
awards.
nominated. That's at the Golden Globes
Yeah.
at the Oscars. I got it. A fucking
Yes, it's this
baby
movie
blue.
that brought this band to my attention,
My baby blue down.
which actually allows me to tie this back to politics. Did you? I saw a short recently, which was pretty fucking good, and it involves this band.
Dropkick
You know the
Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys?
I've heard of them.
They're really fucking epic. They're a Celtic punk rock band from Massachusetts, right?
Right.
So they're like Irish American punk rock. Just keep that in your head for a moment.
Right.
So at one of their concerts recently, I wonder if I can actually find the clip because it's actually pretty good.
Good.
But
Show me the
they
funny.
essentially make a bet with somebody in their crowd who was wearing MAGA clothes. I think this is it. Yeah. Yeah.
MAGA wager. The Dropkick Murphy was the MAGA wager. I need to raise your screen share volume. Oh, your screen share volume's at like 100. I can't hear your...
I'm not getting any audio either.
Check. All right, this was happening to me. Go to settings. Like no, on
Which setting?
on computer settings. Your computer settings. And make sure go to like advanced sound.
Oh.
Right.
What do you mean advanced sound?
Like the sound settings. Go to sound settings and scroll down the bottom and like advanced sound settings. This would go easier if you just show me your screen and I'll just edit this out.
I know what it is. There we go.
Oh, did you mute the tab?
Yeah. Oh. Anyway. Where the fuck So you ready?
Yeah.
For all the other punk bands, the reason we speak out, we don't care if we lose fans because when history's said and done, we want it known that Dropkick Murphy stood
He's
with
built
the
like an Irish American from Boston.
Okay? Yeah. And it's all a fucking scam, guys, okay? I want to propose, in the name of decency and fairness, sir, I'd like to propose a friendly wager. You can't lose this wager. Would you, in the name of dialogue and Boston, I appreciate you being here.
I love
Would
the
you
Boston
agree to a friendly wager? He says sure. That's a good sport.
Sure.
Well, first of all, do you support American workers?
American workers.
Of course you do. Okay. So, and do you support American businesses? Obviously. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, because we don't go around fucking bragging about it, but Dropkick Murphys always sells proudly made in America merchandise only. And here's the bet I'd like to make. If you lose the bet, we switch shirts, okay? If you win the bet, I give you $100 and the shirts, right? That's why I said you can't lose, right? All right, Matt, can we get a little drum roll, please? This is fucking high drama here. American made, sir, could you both turn backwards? Don't worry, no one's gonna. He just needs to check your tags on your shirt and your hat. Just need to see where they're made. No, the MAGA shirt. Let's see where that's made. It's made in Nicaragua!
It's the most Boston shit ever. Hey, yo! It's made in Nicaragua!
He is a good sport. He's taking the shirt off. We're taking crime off the streets. Yeah! God bless your fucking heart. That's a good sport.
God bless your heart.
Proudly made in America, Dropkick Murphy shirt.
Yeah, made in China. Oh god, that's very funny.
To bring it back down to politics, then
that's very funny. Like, I'll have to check out their music.
Oh, it's damn good. I think you're gonna fucking love it.
I'll probably like it.
How do you feel about Celtic? Like,
not exposed to that much, but from what I hear, like I remember that one time that I know that one song was like, and I remember that Biden got brought out to a speech in Ireland to that music, and it felt like a fucking.
That's a Dropkick Murphy song.
Is it really? Okay, then I do know them.
That's Shipping Up to Boston. That's like the theme song for The Departed.
Okay, well yeah, then I know them. I know their music. Then yeah.
I'm shipping up to Boston.
Oh, you're right. You're fucking right. Yeah, I've only ever like heard that at like around in public and stuff, but I remember seeing Biden get walked out to that in Dublin, and it was like the fucking funniest thing. He was like a WWE character getting like in like a WWE video game. It looked like a cutscene. It was so funny.
It's amazing.
We can't play it because obviously copyright, but like yeah, then I do know them. Yeah, I like that song.
After this podcast, You have to make a note somewhere you can see it right now. After this podcast, we're going to listen to that together.
Okay.
To anybody listening to the podcast, that's what you got to do after the end of this podcast is listen to Shipping Up to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. I mean, keeping in the politics train.
So it's all made in fucking China.
Of course it's made in China.
None of it's made in fucking America.
You know what else is made in America? Lunacy. So
Lunacy. You know what's kind of funny about that now I think about it, though?
Oh, yeah, before we move on, yeah.
So Trump will institute these tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that MAGA swag is going to be tariffed?
Of course it will, because, like, it's like he did like it wasn't a flat tariff on all goods coming out of China, which would include like textiles too. Not just the MAGA hat, like it's not just the exports, it's like the actual raw materials itself. So it's like, yeah, everything's gonna get more expensive. Cloths and fabrics and fucking polyester plastics and shit and all the MAGA gear, it's all gonna be fucking like $20 at minimum more pricey. You're gonna get like fucking $50 hats, they're gonna go up to like $100 and shit. It's gonna be
I don't know how much a MAGA hat costs, but I imagine they're not cheap because
of course not. Small business time. Yeah. Well, I mean, MAGA hats aren't like, they're not like officially sold from one source. You can buy, anyone can fucking sell a MAGA hat. So it really depends on how much of a tyrant the person you're buying it is from. I've seen them go for like $5 where it's like everybody gets a hat, or it's like fucking $50 at like a goddamn trashy ass store in Ocean City or fucking Wildwood or some shit. You know?
Fuck. Your country's fucked.
I know, man. I'm fucking. I'm losing my marbles. And to continue the movie with marbles, so the other night, was it the morning? I'm using the Wikipedia because Wikipedia is the only one I could find that actually had the screenshots of the messages. But so the other night, the United States government accidentally. All right, so for context, the Secretary of Defense is a man named Pete Hegseth. We've talked about him before, I'm pretty sure. And there was a group chat that I think he created or someone else created that had like J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, who's the Secretary of the State, Tulsi Gabbard, who's the Director of National Intelligence, Mike Waltz, this is National Security Advisor. And then they accidentally, by Michael Waltz, he accidentally added Jeffrey Goldberg, who is the editor-in-chief at The Atlantic, which is a news article source that I've used several times on this podcast. I've used The Atlantic many times because The Atlantic is more reputable than most. Which goes to show
hated by Trump.
They are despised by Trump.
Gives it more credibility in my eyes.
The Atlantic, they are one of the ones you need a paywall for, but like you can kind of get around some of their stuff. Everybody needs to get paywalled. Yeah. I don't think they always needed a paywall because I remember if I've showed their stuff, I definitely did not need a paywall. But when I went to go look for the things, I had to get a paywall. So I don't know. I might just have a bad memory. I might have been using something else. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I use the Atlantic.
I'm starting to notice a trend where most news is getting paywalled. In South Africa, what our news source was online was News 24, which is always free and available to like read all their articles online, and they went paywall as well. So it's not just an American thing. Like
I think maybe.
News doesn't exactly make money.
If they want to put effort in and also make that money, they could like make a version of the article that is free that gives you everything you need to know, and then if you want like a deeper dive on it, you can buy the subscription or something. But obviously that would require them to write 2 articles, which they're not going to do.
That just doubles their workload.
Yeah, they're not going to
blame them.
I mean,
it's either that or get funded by like
Trump,
Elon Musk.
Yeah. So it's like
Jeff Bezos, unironically.
If you care enough to get a new subscription, The Atlantic is one of the better ones to get, in my opinion, especially because they actually went and released the plans. They didn't. If this was like CNN that got this, CNN would never have even said any of this. But then like The Atlantic shows the texts and also shows the battle. But anyway, we're getting to a half hour ahead of ourselves. Anyway, so they accidentally added Jeffrey Goldberg, who's the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, and he's like, awkward. This is awkward. I should not be here. And then he screenshots all the texts that he could and posts them on his Instagram or something. And here's some of the texts that we saw that in this.
Well, that's not really accurate. I feel like that misconstrues the story a bit. Like
I'm going in the order of events. I know, but I'm going in the order of events here.
That's not really the order of events. Well, but he didn't just post texts on his Instagram.
He really hold on. Jeffrey Goldberg screenshots.
Because the texts weren't released until later.
Were they not like? I remember seeing an image where it was.
Okay, so because
I might have been
you're
seeing
getting it
something
wrong
fake.
and I'm following the stuff daily. What happened is that here's the order of events in short. He gets added to the group text, takes the screenshots. At some point, I think he left the group willingly, like he just left the group.
Right.
But he then reports on the fact that he was added, that this was like secret military movements and stuff.
Right.
Then the right wing came out and they were like, there was nothing secret in there. There was nothing.
Yes.
This wasn't a breach of national security. They all scream and shout about
that's getting ahead of.
Wasn't.
Well, now you're getting ahead of how I wanted to tell this. Because I wanted to like.
Yeah, but you were skipping entire portions of this.
I don't think I was, because
he released all of the texts on his Instagram, and then they said that the stuff, and then he released it. No.
Well, no, I'm saying the Instagram, and then because I wasn't done yet. I was gonna say that he like released it publicly and like Instagram, and he put it on, and then they had a news article. Before anyone even responded, there was also a news article that came out, because I thought I remembered seeing. I thought I remembered seeing an image, but I couldn't find it, so I'm taking back that claim. I thought I remembered seeing an image of him posting on his Instagram, but that must have just been fake. That must have just not been a real thing. Instead, there was the article from The Atlantic that got released saying everything.
Yeah, the article from The Atlantic saying what happened, but without the actual texts.
Whatever, let's just fucking screenshot
the text. Once again, he was like, listen, this is still like top secret stuff. I'm not going to release it. The reason he ended up releasing it is because of the fact that Tulsi Gabbard and Pete Hegseth and all of them were saying that there was nothing.
Well, no, because these came out before anyone said anything. These were out before I remember seeing any response.
But the ones with the actual details.
Yes, I know that, yeah. But I'm trying to explain these first before we get to the other things first, because I wanted it to be a twist, but whatever. I wanted it to be like a whoa, whatever.
Either way.
Whatever. So this has been a clusterfuck of having to introduce a story. Anyway, so these texts get leaked. JD Vance at Pete Hegseth. If you think we should do it, let's go. I just hate bailing out Europe again. I hate bailing Europe out again. Let's just make sure our messaging is tight here, and if there are things we can do to upfront to minimize risks to Saudi oil facilities, we should do it. I fully share your this is Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense. I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic. But Mike is correct. We are the only ones on this side of the planet, on our side of the ledger. We're the only ones on the planet on our side of the ledger who can do this. Nobody else even close. Question is timing. I feel like now is good as any time. Is as I cannot fucking read.
You can't fucking read. I feel like now is as good a time as any. Given POTUS directive to reopen shipping lanes. I think we should go, but POTUS still retains 24 hours of decision space.
This is SM, I don't know who the fuck SM is. As I heard it, the president was clear, green light. But we should continue reading. I can't.
But we soon make clear to Egypt and Europe what we expect in return. We also need to figure out how to enforce such a requirement. E.g., if Europe doesn't remunerate, then what? If the US successfully restores freedom of navigation at great cost, there needs to be some further economic gain extracted in return. That's evil.
Yeah.
That's pure fucking evil.
Pure evil. PTXF, agree. Excellent. A good start from John Ratcliffe, who's the head of the CIA. And then Mike Waltz, I've been posting this everywhere with the fucking punching fist American flag fire emoji. Wow. Good job, Pete, and your team. The team in Mal did a great job as well. Great work. All powerful start. All right. So then they were like, how the fuck, this is such a national security risk. How are you talking about, like, the government was like the National Security Council was like, hey, what the fuck? How are you guys talking about like war plans on this unsecure app that you accidentally added a fucking journalist to?
Pause for a moment.
Yes.
Do you know what their defense is?
Oh, the defense is that Biden said this app was...
No, the terminology of war plans versus attack plans.
Oh, I haven't heard of this one, though. I've heard of like them saying it was Biden's fault.
No. So the original article said war plans.
Right.
Like, they leaked war plans to the Atlantic accidentally by adding so-and-so.
Right.
But then the follow-up article said they leaked attack plans. And Pete Hegseth's argument is like, oh, you see, they lied. They said it was war plans, but it was... And we never released war plans, and now they're calling it attack plans because they know they were wrong.
And then they release...
It's the same goddamn thing, Pete. That's like, have you been drinking again? Pete,
have you been drinking?
Listen, put the drink down. Put the drink down, Pete.
Not Michael. JD Vance here literally looks like... Like, what the fuck is he wearing? What is this?
He looks cross-eyed.
I'm not even... Like, what is he wearing? What is this? This is awful. He looks like a fucking church boy. Like... there's just... it's ugly as fuck. Like, at least this fits him. At least this fits Pete Hegseth over here. But this doesn't even fit him.
Pete Hegseth is a media person. He's a Fox News host.
He's a Fox News host. Hold on. There's the fucking... The fucking puffy shirt from Seinfeld. That's what this is. It's kind of what it's reminding me of. But the way it fits him. It's so funny. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so then they had a huge here's a list of the people who were actually listed on the fucking... Hold on, I want to get like... List of members of the Signal chat. There's a really funny image from a news broadcaster, but I'm not gonna be able to find it. Where it had like everyone's professional faces, and then like just in the corner like Jeffrey Goldberg, and it was really fun. It was really funny that just Jacob. Oh God, Jacob. Joe Kent.
Identity unknown. That's
Stephen Miller. This guy is, I think, the most Nazi member of Trump's administration.
He's one of the architects.
Yes, he's one of the main people of Project 2025. Yeah. Oh, Jefferson Sessions. He became the communications director for Jefferson Sessions. Jefferson Beauregard Sessions III. Fucking look at him. look at him. Oh, it's funny. He was formerly like Trump's whatever the fuck attorney general.
Screen. Just for a moment.
Pete Hegseth. This man is in charge of our defense. He's got a "We the People" tattoo with a fucking like the snake cut up into several parts, like the libertarian fucking symbol. God, he's a fucking psycho. John Ratcliffe. John Ratcliffe, he was the one who, during the council session, was like head in his hands, like, no, I deny that. I deny that. I deny that too. No, I mean, yeah, we weren't supposed to do this, but I deny it. Well,
because you know what? Do you know what? This whole thing, the fact that it was on Signal,
yeah,
is part of Project 2025. You know
absolutely,
that?
Yeah, because there's no recordings of like there's no official.
They're purposely keeping it out of
like
official government
records.
files.
Yeah, records.
Yeah.
By keeping it on this app, it's like grooming someone on Snapchat. The messages get deleted. You know, there's no record of proof. You know, Tulsi Gabbard looks evil. The fucking gray streak in her hair. She's literally a comic book character. There's a fucking character in Marvel who's like got literally the exact same hairdo, and it's fucking hilarious. In the MCU, she's played by Elaine.
Where like Tulsi Gabbard, like it gets revealed one day that like Tulsi Gabbard's real name is like Petrova Volkova or something.
Well, no, that would imply that like she's loyal to Russia, but she doesn't care.
She is.
No, she's pro Tulsi. She's pro money. If fucking the government, if like fucking the government of like North Korea was like, hey, we want to give you $1 billion. She's like, fucking, I'm in.
Biggest fucking fan in the American
She's only a fan because she gets paid.
Himself.
She's only a fan because she gets billions of dollars from Russia, or whatever the fuck. If she wasn't paid by Russia, she would go to someone
Russia
else.
Too, let's be honest.
To be fair, yes, that's true. But like, she's only pro-Russia because she's paid there. She's not like loyal to Russia on an ideological level. She's a completely fucking like loyal to money. She's loyal to Tulsi.
She's soulless.
She's the most evil ever.
Watching her like, in front of is it Congress or whatever?
It was Congress. Yeah, it was a Senate. Hold on, it was Congress here. There's specifically on. There's going to be congressional hearings. Here it is. The Intelligence Community Worldwide Threat. The Senate Select Commission. The United States Senate Select Committee on Intelligence. Fucking mouthful. Jesus Christ, alliteration. Yeah, these are the guys who.
Watching her talk in front of the Senate about this thing is wild.
Yes. John Ossoff, I think, is the most. He had the best questions there to ask.
He went off.
Yeah,
he went off.
I didn't realize Angus King was on there.
My goodness,
Angus King. Yeah, he's one of the only independents.
Like a Republican.
He's an independent. He's one of the only independents. I'm pretty sure he's actually not that bad. Let's just go to same-sex marriage. See what it says there. He supports same-sex marriage or immigration. He criticized Trump. He said Maine isn't a suitable place for immigrants, mostly because of, I think he said space. Not sustainable. No, it's not. I misread that entirely. Holy shit. Oh my god, I misread that. Whatever. That's a lot of shit. Healthcare.
He's in Maine. He's not exactly suffering the onslaught.
No.
Any kind of.
He seems all right. He seems all right. He seems all right. He won. He caucuses with the Democrats. He has 2 independents in the Senate. The other is Bernie. He seems all right. You know.
He seems okay. Well, he just looks very.
He does Republican. He does look very much like the MyPillow guy. He looks like the MyPillow guy. Mark Warner. I'm pretty sure this was the guy who was like a million times like. When they were asking Tulsi Gabbard about, or was it Tom Cotton? No, who the fuck was it during when they were interviewing Tulsi for her position originally, and they were all like, "Do you condemn Edward Snowden?" Who was the guy who was like completely fucking all in on that? I forget who it was, but he was fucking annoying. He was really annoying. And which one's the guy who sounds like Bill Murray? Because one of the guys on the council sounds like Bill Murray. I just forget his name.
I don't know. Look, I'm not even in America.
I don't know. Oh, they just closed the thing and some fucking PDX is still there. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I'd like people to realize who is running their shit right now. And just to make point here, like I remember his confirmation hearings.
Yeah.
Where he literally didn't say he'd stop drinking or that he wouldn't be drunk on the job. And when you look at like recent interviews with him and all that, the dude's clearly fucking,
hammered.
Swilling it.
He's fucking destroyed.
He's fucking swilling it on the back end. Like,
I'm pretty sure Pete Hegseth was the guy who like wasn't allowed to be on like security detail for like Obama or something because he was too violent and he was deemed a security risk to Obama. So his like sergeant was like, you can't be around the president. And didn't they take his gun? No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of like the guy who wound up being the inspiration for American Sniper, where he like the people took away his gun or something because he was too like his members of his company took away his gun. Something while they were stationed in Afghanistan or something. I don't know. I thought that was him, but I might be wrong, so I don't want to say it was him. But yeah, complete fucking shit show. I didn't know he was a conjoined twin with himself. Oh, he's like sipping it like a baby in the second photo. He's like more alcohol, please.
Oh, this is a great image. This needs to be like on the walls of government buildings.
What year was this? Was this like 2023 or some shit? Like, I feel like that would be a proper time for this.
This wasn't a ton of time ago, honestly.
I mean, that's what I assumed. 2023. Oh my god, that's so funny. We're so fucked. But you know what? At least if we're getting fucked, we can make fun of people while we're doing it. Like Hassan and Elon. Jesus. So, on a more lighter note, hopefully I don't fuck up the storytelling of this one like I did with the other one.
Let's see.
But so it's actually, this one's laid out in a correct order here. So the original tweet here is this. We're going to be going to Twitter, I guess, because I clicked on it. Hassan does an announcement here for a new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Shadow. You know, you're playing as samurai and shit. People are calling it woke because you can play as a black samurai.
So I'm going to give a little bit of context to before all of this, right?
Yes.
Because I was following the story for a while now. Well, not following it, but I've been caught up on it for a while now. So a few months ago, Ubisoft releases their...
I don't think it was a few months ago, was it?
New Assassin's Creed, like, promotional stuff.
Oh, promotional, yes.
Releasing the game. And they had a black samurai and a female ninja.
Yeah, Yasuke. Based on the real human.
They were like, oh my goodness, it's feudal Japan. How dare you have a black guy? And they're like, this is historically based.
Yeah, here's
Yasuke. His history. He served under Oda Nobunaga, who is like unironically the like Shaka Zulu of the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Like he, fucking warmongering.
Yeah. He served with Nobunaga. He was entrusted carrying Nobunaga's weapons. Yasuke served Nobunaga until the Honoji incident in 1582 when Nobunaga was betrayed by Akechi Mitsuhide and forced him to seppuku. So he served Nobunaga until Nobunaga died.
Yeah, like this guy was like right up there with one of the most powerful and respected historical figures in Japanese feudal history.
Yeah. He was one of the only foreigners outside of Japan to be given land, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, which makes him a samurai.
Yes, he was a samurai. I don't think he ever actually served as a samurai, but yes, he was knight.
Like
similar.
Yeah. The Japanese feudal equivalent of a knight, a lord of the realm.
Yes. Yeah, so it's really cool to make him alongside. There's another thing too they never talk about. There was also a actual Japanese playable character in the game. There's 2 playable characters. Everyone always says, like, oh, they're woke. They only let you play as a black guy in Japan. It's like, well, no, they also had a Japanese character. You're just like literally not telling the full story.
Those people being accurate about what they talk about is
yeah, obviously.
Anyway, so this was already like one of those they're going woke sort of battle cries from the right. So of course the game now gets released. This now catches up to where we are in the story now.
Yeah.
With the article.
Yes.
The game gets released, and one of the first big names to play it is Hassan.
Yes, and he's an ad. He's doing it as an ad. And now Grumms, failed video game developer Grumms, who has only ever put out one game and it was ass. Gamergator, he worked at Blizzard in like the early 2000s, late 90s. He released Firefall, which is a dead game that existed for 3 years. As a MMO, and 3 years on an MMO is funny. He then he went to go into a different studio where he has been working on one game that has never come out, Ember. 8 being the place to be with an 8. You get Ember.
I remember hearing about Ember like years.
Yes, it started in 2016 during Gamergate, and it's still been going. And he's saying that almost over 500,000 has been raised, and yet the game hasn't even had a teaser video released. There's not a Wikipedia article for it. There's like nothing about this game. There's nothing for this game. Like Firefall had a Wikipedia article, right? Ember doesn't. Ember doesn't have anything. So he's been working on this for fucking forever. Apparently he's Taiwanese. Didn't even know that. But yeah, he's like a disgraced game guy. But he's most known for being a Twitter poster. I'm sure if you've spent time on Twitter looking at like rage posts and stuff of like conservatives being psychos, he's up there with like a dumbass. He's up there as one of the dumbasses. It's like the quartering.
I know what kind of guy he is.
Yeah. So
this alone,
you can tell a lot about.
I pulled up the Ember site here.
Yes.
Right, and I scroll down.
Yeah.
And this is what I see. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was one of those people who absolutely loved Stellar Blade.
Oh, and it's just like, this is so obvious. This is so fucking obvious.
Yeah, absolutely. So he posts, you can tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much they're throwing money at terrorist platforming streamers, referencing the time that Hassan interviewed a Houthi. And then Elon Musk responds, Hassan is a fraud. Sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he's promoting a terrible game just for the money. All right. Hassan responds, this bitch literally paid someone to power level his character in Path of Exile 2, Lamau. What do you mean I'm afraid? Elon, I challenge you to a duel in Elden Ring. Oh, what do you mean I'm a fraud? Elon, I will challenge you to a duel in Elden Ring. I will cook your rolling ass. So then Grum's once again, nobody pays Elon to play Path of Exile 2. How much do they pay for Assassin's Creed Shadows? These are real shills and grifters. Hassan is a chicken shit. That he blocked me.
Just on the note of that Grum's response though, at the top, just a note on that. Nobody pays Elon to play PoE. No, Elon pays other people to play PoE.
What's really funny now is that I have I have a Wii U sensor bar. I don't even know what the fuck is on my screen right now. Because I have the Wii U sensor bar on top of my monitor now because I've been playing Twilight Princess. Whenever I hit my desk in Joy or something, the fucking sensor bar comes down and hits my keyboard.
Fuck.
So then Hassan responds live on Twitch with this. Why is it so low quality? What the fuck? Why is it so low quality?
Alright, we get it's low quality. Just
hold on, I can't even.
Are we
right, there
checking
we go.
The thing or not?
He busted that I blocked him. This guy is such a fucking loser. I can't believe it. I can't. Oh my God. I'm going to have Grimes on again on the broadcast. You keep this shit up, Elon. You keep this shit up. I'm going to have Grimes on the broadcast. I'm going to have your daughter on the broadcast. You keep this shit up. You keep it going. I'm going to interview everybody, okay? Time to learn Blue Sky, buddy. No, this is the whole point. No, I did block him. Yes, it's not a lie. It's right here on screen. Of course I blocked him. I don't want to see his fucking post, dude. What do you mean? If there's a post that is relevant, Megaphonics will let me know. Okay? Trust me. Yeah, I blocked him because I couldn't. It was so much. It was always. He posts so much.
That's the main of it. So, yeah. And yeah.
Yes, this is the clip.
This is the Grimes.
Gets too high. The noise gets too high currently.
Why are you so buff? Is it necessary?
What? I don't know. I like working out.
That was the last time he had Grimes on. So this is definitely the reason why Elon fucking hates him. Absolutely, it's the reason why Elon hates him.
I could just imagine Elon sitting there seeing that clip and then his entire genitalia just shrivels inside his own body.
You know that scene where it's one of those Star Wars sequels where fucking Adam Driver, he fucking just smashes everything up. You know, just him watching it, just fucking destroys everything. Oh my god, oh that's absolutely Elon. Oh my god, little fucking baby rage over that. So it's a little funny to see people directly just call Elon a little fucking bitch. You know. Oh my god, I love this hat too. Trump was right about everything. Me when I'm in a cult. How do they not realize that like they're? I get that like the absurdity. They think that they're in a like they think that like the absurdity is a part of a bit, that they're in on a bit. Like, oh man, Trump was right about everything. I'm so cool and edgy. Jade, I forgot to change the episode number.
That sounds like a you problem.
Don't worry though, because now it says 34. Anyway, it really shows that they're so head in their ass in a fucking cult that they're like, Trump was right about everything, and don't self-reflect for 5 seconds beyond like, maybe this is a little stupid. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. I mentioned this to you, Jade, before we started, but earlier when I was in class, there was a guy in my we were in American history post World War II, and we were talking about the 1960 election. We were talking about vice presidential candidates, and we were talking about how LBJ was the best candidate that JFK could have chosen because he was the complete opposite of JFK. So they were able to sweep up as many votes as you possibly can. We were talking about how Tim Walz was that for Kamala Harris. And then some guy who's like a big MAGA guy, and he makes a lot of dumb statements in class all the time, but he was like, I thought they were married. I thought Tim Walz was her husband, and I thought he was Jewish. And then everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, is like, I have never heard of that as a take before, but if I put my headspace back into like October of 2024, and I remember what everyone was saying about Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, yeah, I can absolutely see that being like some big like fucking like schizoid news magazine that has like only Nazis writing and following it, just claiming that like the Jew Mike Walz is Kamala Harris's secret husband, and it's just like, yeah, that's right, I know that, yeah. Oh my god. What like? I mean, what are your thoughts on that even?
I remember you telling me about that, and well, I mean, you told me about it today, but
like an hour ago.
It really just, it's one of those things that kind of proves that a lot of the people who are MAGA heads, as they're called, or I don't know, it just kind of proves that they don't actually care.
No. They don't
like
actually.
They pretend to care when it inflames them, right? But it's like this guy who is in the leaked group chats, where his name is Mike Walz.
Yeah.
And then you got Tim Walz. And it's like, I bet you half of them are confusing that most of the time. Like, oh, what's he doing there? Like, I get the impression that they only care insofar as it comes out of Trump's mouth directly or Elon's mouth directly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had an argument with my dad because I said that Trump wasn't like the person in charge. Trump is senile, and the only reason why Trump is there is because it makes sure that the people who actually are in charge get that vote. Because if the people who weren't there if the people who are there, like doing everything, wanted to run without Trump, they wouldn't win. Trump is like the god to like the Republican base at the moment. They need Trump to just say shit so that people go, I don't even think people trust Elon that much. I mean, obviously he has his like fucking little Nazi death squads, but like the general Republican base that loves Trump doesn't necessarily love Elon. So it's literally all centered around Trump.
The people who are in love with Elon right now, the people who are like today in Elon's camp, are bad people.
Yes.
Like they're not they're like not out there for redemption. They are the Nazis.
Yeah.
Like the people who are supportive of everything Elon's doing, unironically just are the Nazis. And if you're out there and you're an Elon supporter and you don't feel that way, or you take offense to that statement, take a fucking look at your life.
Yeah, take a look at objectively what you were advocating for, what you believe in, what you say, and what you want.
Look at who Elon is. What his words and beliefs and statements lead to. Think of the fact that he is somebody who has been caught out now.
He did a fucking Nazi salute.
Lying about video games. He's fucking 60 years old.
He's pathetic. He's a little baby.
Right? Like he is actually...
He's
53 years old and he's lying about being good at video games to gamers, to like real gamers.
Oh my god, he's so pathetic.
If you have anything, let me just clue people in on something about the gaming industry on a professional level, right? What is the average retirement age for a pro gamer, like a paid pro gamer? Do you know what the average retirement age is?
None.
Late 20s.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Between 25 and 30, you have aged out of being competitive in gaming because professional gaming is high fucking level.
That makes sense.
It requires the kind of reaction times and instincts that you generally see with like fighter pilots. I'm not trying to discount like what fighter pilots do. Clearly that's on a whole nother human level. But I'm just trying to stress the idea that these are people who age out by like 27.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the hell Elon's trying to prove, man. It's really funny.
It's just... Like, you can't lie to these people. They will watch a YouTube video of 20 minutes of your gameplay and be able to tell you whether or not you're good at the entire game. Like, they're insane. They can spot cheaters.
Especially for fucking Path of Exile. Because, like, yeah, if you showed COD, maybe some people would be like, yeah, he's pretty good. But it's fucking Path of Exile. It's a game only played by people who are fucking really good at it.
Like, yeah, it's like, look, the mid-level for Path of Exile is already beyond me.
Yeah, exactly.
The mid-level.
Like, why the fuck, of all the games, Path of Exile, a game series that only gets cared about by people who are good at it. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's like if someone tried to come out and be like, yo, I have the fucking best Turok score ever. It's like, you cheated. I can clearly see you have the consequence open up. Why the fuck are you even bothering me with Turok anyway, dude? What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
So these are people who can spot you cheating from the way you move your mouse.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is a high level.
Do you think there's any game?
Lying about.
Do you think there's any game that you're at that skill level at that you can tell when someone's not good at it or not, or good or not good at it?
Me personally.
Yeah. So I feel like for some games like Minecraft, easy to tell, because it's like I've been playing that game since I was like a baby. I know that better than like how to write. But also at the same time,
I have the urge to say one game, but it's also like I'm not exactly a god at that game myself.
No, it doesn't. You don't need to be a god at it. Just knowing like you have the amount of skill needed to like be able to be like, all right, I know what you're doing. I know this type of what you're doing here.
CK3.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair for you.
Like yeah. I'm no like CK3 pro, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm. It's a paradox game. You can only really understand so much of it so much of the time. But I can watch somebody play CK3 and I can immediately tell, okay, this person really fucking knows what they're doing. Or they're like trying their best.
Where do I fit? I know where I fit.
You're not good at CK3.
Yeah.
You are not good at CK3. You are not good at Paradox games outside of like Hoi.
No, I'm really good at Victoria too.
Okay, but I've never seen you play Victoria.
Yeah, because
I've never played any of the Victoria games.
I haven't played it a lot recently, but back when I first got my computer, I played the fuck out of Victoria too. I have like 600, 700 hours in it. And Hoi 4, I think I'm like okay at.
I'll say this though. I could probably watch somebody play Hoi 4 and see at what level they are.
Interesting. Nice. I mean, you did play a fuck
because
ton of it
there's a certain way that people move their troops in Hoi 4.
Yeah, definitely.
That there's
like knowing just was like
when to
being able
like
to fly
when to push
through
and when to hold.
Yeah.
When to push and when to hold.
Being able
and
to fly through like troop
that
designs too and
like
stuff.
seconds.
Yeah. I am not good at all with like Hoi 4 combat, but like managing everything before the war starts, I got that shit down. The second the war starts, it's like, I don't really want to continue this. I just don't.
You see, when it comes to 4X games, right? When it comes to 4X games, I always like leaning on the diplomacy and the economy side of those games.
Same. I fucking hate military in most strategy games. Most of them. I don't hate
the thing
most. I don't know.
Is that out of all of the 4X games, CK3 is the one that
is least military focused.
Yeah, it's least. There's still a big focus on military. I mean, you could have everything perfect, but if you don't build up your military, you will get attacked.
Yeah. But it's also like not completely focused on the military. As soon as their
number is bigger than your number, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm. The military is as in depth as it needs to be without it being like the most important thing to the game, where you need to like spend a significant amount of your country's economy and your time playing the game, managing it.
You can get away with military in CK3 as long as your number is bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different ways to go about it, because I saw a run of CK3 where they used only knights.
Mm-hmm.
No levies. No men-at-arms. Only knights.
Mm.
So this meant that they had a stack of maybe 30, 40. Taking out stacks of like 3,000, 4,000.
Hell yeah.
Think about those tactics. That's how high level players can get.
Goddamn Halo Spartans, fucking Master Chief going in.
Right. So there's really, I think we've gotten away from the point here a little bit, but
I mean, it's how conversation goes.
There's just very something special about somebody who is willing to lie about something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's such a benign little lie. Do you remember his Elden Ring build? Because I think for me, another one of those games that I can tell instantly when someone's playing bad is the Souls games. Because there's like, I feel like I don't really talk about it a lot, but I'm like really good at Souls games. At least on like the building, like character building thing. So like I saw like Elon's build, I think anyone can know is an awful build. Have you seen it before?
I have seen the Elon
I'm gonna pull it up.
Like Elden Ring stuff, and honestly, like I know very little about the Souls games. Outside of watching like tons of speedruns, because Souls game speedruns are a special fucking thing to watch.
They're wonderful. I love them. I think soon I'm going to play Dark Souls on stream. Okay, so this is old as hell. This is 2022 when the game came out. So you can see here he has a staff, whatever the fuck. He has a staff, magic staff. I believe this is I forget the name of this one. I think was it Lusat's glintstone staff, I think. I don't remember. He's got a short sword and then a katana. So he's got 3 primary weapons equipped, plus 2 shields, 1 medium shield, and I believe this is a heavy shield. And then he has a magic item helmet. He has I think this is Radahn's armor, so he's got like a big This looks like Abdon's armor, I think. Or it's the one with like the wolf, I think. So he's wearing like medium armor with this like big heavy headpiece. This gives you more stamina. This gives you more magicka. This gives you more attack, I believe. I forget if this. I think this is like a quest item or some shit. And then he has like shitty ass ashes down here. But you know what? I'm not gonna judge what's down here that much. But if you look over here, his equip load is heavy load. He can barely move. He's like slow walking the entire game. He does slow rolls. He's doing a Dark Souls 1 fat build, but in Dark Souls 1, it's the only game you can actually do a build like that because of the way the game is. You can't make a build like this in the newer games because of how like fast-paced they are. Like, you can't be slow, and he's like walking around like you can't beat the game like this. Plus, he's dumped so much into intelligence, and he's got 25 in dex, that he still continues to use a katana. I don't think, like, why, like, get rid of this. I think this is Moonveil.
Like, I'm not a Souls get rid of player, this. But I, like, looking at these particular aspects of it, like, I can see this is not...
Yeah.
This is not how you... This is not how you solve.
He's dumped so much into intelligence. I'm pretty sure this is actually after the soft cap, because after a point, you get diminishing results by putting stuff into it like sets. So like after, I believe it's after 60 in Elden Ring, your stats, your increase of intelligence gets to a point where it's like not worth it to put into like points anymore, and you should put it into other things. He's greatly neglecting like his dexterity down here if he's using dexterity weapons. And like he's put stuff into mind and vigor and stuff for like magic and mana pool and health pool, but like he's got no stamina pool. He's got no endurance, even though he's got like swords that presumably have like arts on them. This looks like it's got like some sort of magicka. I don't know which icon that is for, but it's got some sort of magic ability on it. Art of War. Probably Carrion's. I forget what weapon this is, but it's probably like the little fucking, like, it makes it a magic weapon. He should have one shield, like just the staff, maybe the katana here, because my build had a katana and the staff. Like it's like he wants to do like some battle mage shit, but why the fuck is your equip load so high, dude? Get rid of these weapons, get rid of the shield, change your armor, man. Oh my god, it was awful, and everyone roasted him for it. And I remember people doing challenge runs where they beat the game with this build, and it's like, what? Oh, I didn't even realize is this a bow? No, it's not a bow. Okay, no, he doesn't have a bow. That's just the icon. That's just the icon.
That's just the icon.
That's just the icon. I was so stupid. Oh my god. It is incredible. Here's what it looks like in game. Yeah, it is Radon's armor. Very funny. Very funny. I thought he was supposed to be a genius. Equip load will be lower if fast roll is needed. Oh my god. It's so...
I don't get the genius talk either.
Well, because back then, because I actually, when I was young, I actually did kind of fall into it because I was a dumb kid. But the way his public perception was that he had Tesla and SpaceX, and he was making flamethrowers and rocket ships and self-driving cars and robots. He did pay. No, but it was always like he's doing future stuff. He's talking about philosophy with like the simulation and stuff. He's like really smart guy.
Checkers and
he's cool.
He's playing 5D chess.
He's like a cool autistic nerd guy like me. He's so cool. He's like doing all the cool stuff. He's got so many ideas and he's put them out there, you know? And then like when you get a little older, you're like, all right, he's just like a guy who's got a company. He doesn't actually do all this stuff. And then you're older and he's like, oh my God, he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
But if you're back then he was more of like everybody is welcome at Tesla. It's gay month, Pride month, yay. And stuff. So it was like back then it was like he's like this cool liberal techno futurist kind of guy, and he was on fucking PewDiePie with Justin Roiland.
Isn't that just telling?
He was on PewDiePie's show with Justin Roiland.
I think I've mentioned this to you off the podcast, but I lived with a guy who was basically like Elon without the money.
That's insufferable.
It was
awful.
And I'll tell you some things. Number one, behind closed doors, because this guy was completely like sucking on Elon's nutsack, basically 24 hours a day. And I'll tell you, one of the projects he was trying to work on was he was trying to take my old shitty PC that could barely play Factorio, mind you. Right? And he said he was going to use the parts from that to make his own quantum computer. And that's only the beginning
Jimmy
of the
Neutron.
Because when I started seeing that come together, the guy started talking about how he's secretly the spirit of Poseidon, and
he's mentally ill.
Like, this is exactly what I think of Elon behind the scenes, is that he's
never heard of this before.
He's unhinged from actual reality. And with all the money Elon has, he has the ability to surround himself with people who feed into that in order to stay on the gravy train.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, where it's like, I'm the special birthday boy. I'm the smartest ever. And everyone's like, yes, Elon, you're the special birthday boy. Now, come on, we need to go have you post your mandatory 15 Nazi schizo posts on Twitter. The mandate you've given us.
It's very wild to see how far Elon has gotten with that mentality. And it's all down to like the initial startup cash. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, I remember the story of where they actually went back and looked at his, actual history.
Right.
And the big thing that struck me was the PayPal thing, where everybody thought like, oh, Elon, he invented PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, what happened is that he had a company trying to do what PayPal was doing. And then his company got bought by that company.
Exactly.
And they had to essentially throw out all of the code and work that he had done because it was literally that bad. Like, there was nothing salvageable.
Right. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a fucking idiot.
Somebody at the time described it as like, this is the kind of code you'd see from somebody learning how to code. Like, doing everything inefficiently, big security gaps, big, like, it's things you don't want in your financial sector.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not in your government.
Yeah, it's in your government now, though.
It's
in your government now.
It's in our government now. It's in our government now. Do we have any fun, happy things to talk about that aren't related to the grim death? That also aren't related to things that are related to the grim death of the world? The silence speaks volumes.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, I can't think of anything to bring up, so I'm just gonna do this.
No. It fell again. It fell again. No. Do you just have it open at all times?
Only when we do the podcast.
Yes, stop making it come closer. I hate the eyes. I hate the eyes. I hate the eyes. No, I hate the eyes. You're so fucking mean. Stop. You're so mean. No, I hate it. Well, actually, this point is just kind of goofy looking. You know Johnny Somali?
Smile.
Smile. Do you know Johnny Somali?
Johnny Somali. The name rings a bell.
He is a streamer who... This is what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is a public streamer. He went to South Korea. He basically, his whole shtick is going to different countries and getting kicked out of them.
Okay.
Like he went to Japan. Yes, he went to Japan and he got kicked out of Japan. He went to Israel. I believe he also got beat up in Israel. He got beat up in Japan. He got beat up in Israel, and then he went to South Korea. And he gave a lap dance to the Statue of Peace, which is a statue representing the comfort women in Japan of South Korean women being taken as sex slaves in Japan, and he gave it a lap dance. And he didn't know it was illegal, and his channel was terminated because of it. And then he started harassing people in public, and then every single time he would get physically, like every time he was streaming, he would get physically assaulted by a South Korean, just like stream sniping him with like a fist to the face. So there's like several videos of him on Johnny Somali attacked in Korea. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, here. Let's see if CNN has a video of it. Nah, they don't, because they're cringe. We probably find it if we go here. Here. Attacked in Seoul. Yeah, just him randomly coming up and getting punched in the head. He gets knocked to the ground. Just, yeah. Wonderful video. Because this guy, Johnny Somali, is actually like scum of the earth shit. So then,
so why are we talking about him?
Because he got arrested and he's like gonna be facing like life imprisonment in South Korea.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like they're gonna like cut off his balls. They're gonna fucking kill him, man.
Do you know what I thought is funny? Go back to like the Google search page there. People also search for
It's pretty good. Jack Doherty,
I don't ever fucking want my name to come up next to fucking Fousey Tube. Jesus.
That laugh he did was so genuine. It was so cute. Fucking Fousey Tube. You know, Fousey Tube was in a movie with he was in Boom-a-Dia Halloween. I was thinking of #Reality High, or what was it? Was it We Love You? Or it was one of these. But he's in Boom-a-Dia Halloween.
That absolutely tracks.
He was in Boom-a-Dia Halloween too.
Oh, I'm so glad this era of YouTube is dead.
It evolved. It was all conglomerated and congealed into the Logan Paul like impulsive podcast. You know, like all these types of people, they've just molded into one like congealed blob of flesh. Well, there was a lot of fucking people around this time.
I know, but there was one really big one who had like a
Joey Salads.
No. European type name.
What was his content like?
It's just prank bro sort of content.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. He came back recently. Prank YouTubers.
Vitaly.
Yes, Vitaly. Yes, Vitaly. Yes. This guy like actually goes up and punches pregnant women.
Like.
Yes, he climbed the.
That mugshot, Jesus.
He climbed the pyramids. I remember that. Oh my god. He like went up and punched a woman in the face, right? Allegedly tackled a female jogger and struck her multiple times in the head and chest, leaving her with a 2-inch cut above her right eye and required stitches. She did not know who he was. Zidorovetsky, thank God I'm learning German and not Russian, was released from custody after paying a 7,500 bond for just randomly attacking someone. Holy shit. And I know he ran onto the field during the FIFA Cup finale in 2014. Vigilantism, apparently. Yeah, this guy is like a complete fucking goddamn nutcase. I love talking about online internet culture and stuff. With, like random fucking people having like horrible times. It's a lot of fun. Do you know about Stamper?
Glad. Who?
Stamper.
No.
This guy. Hold on. I need to get like Stamper Newgrounds. I'm on like a Wikipedia form.
Oh, Newgrounds. That's already a good
I don't want to go to his fucking Newgrounds page because it's just porn. Here, fandom for Newgrounds. Sure. So Will Stamper was a huge Newgrounds guy. He was kind of one of the lead coders behind Newgrounds. He was the media designer. So he was up there with Tom Fulp and shit for like running Newgrounds. And he left Newgrounds and started a podcast with like Oni NG and Rice Pirate and stuff. And then after that, and Psychic Pebbles, and then like a bunch of Newgrounds people. They had Sleepy Cabin and all that, and then he left Sleepy Cabin and just went on a huge meth crash out, like historic crash out, like
wow.
He literally looks like fucking what's his goddamn name? What'd you say?
He looks like an extra from fucking Breaking Bad.
He does. I was gonna say he looks like Woody Harrelson on meth. Oh my god, yeah. Woody
Harrelson's a weird one.
He is weird. I want to find a video. He was like yelling at the cops when the cops came to his house, and he was like fucking you know, we have like an arrest warrant on you, and he's like, and they're like asking him details about him. He's like, how tall are you? And he's like, I'm 5 foot. Fuck you. It's so good. I love YouTube crash outs. I love them so much. My god. Do you know Shadman? Another crash out. The pedophile.
I have heard this name.
So Shadman's another Newgrounds guy.
There are no good places.
I actually don't even want to Google Shadman.
Yeah, no, don't.
But I want to get. Hold on, I want to bring up a photo of what he looked like in real life, because it's really funny.
Oh my god.
What?
What Shadman looked like in real life?
Yeah, there's only
a guess.
There's really like no photos of him in real life because his appearance is scrubbed away, but like here's one of the only photos of what he actually looked like. This
my goodness.
Yes, he's a Swiss guy. This is not Shadman. This is not him. This is a cosplay of him at a con. This is him. This is what he looks like.
Does not surprise me.
He had like the most skinny little arms ever too. He had like little meth baby arms.
Yeah, but like, let's not bring attention to the existence of that level of evil. Let's be honest. Like,
yeah, it's just
there is no good place where his fucking name comes up. There's no good place where his name comes up. If you see his name come up anywhere, just fucking avoid it.
The one time Keemstar was ever in the right was when Shadman was involved. That one time, if you know what I'm talking about.
How the fuck did we get to Keemstar?
Because we're talking about this era of YouTube. What does Keemstar even do nowadays? What does he even do? I know that like he just kind of exists to post on Twitter, really. I feel like that's all he does. He just kind of goes like, "Did you guys know that Mr. Beast uploaded a video? What?
What is this? Like the mid 2010s? Like soon we're going to be talking about fucking Content Cop."
I was thinking of that because of Keemstar.
Next week, Onision. Like, what the fuck are you on today?
I'm nostalgic. I'm nostalgic. What can I say?
There's a reason that...
I was thinking of fucking fucking Leafy's here the other day, and I was like, I gotta kill. I gotta die. Why am I thinking? I was like, I gotta. I'm nostalgic for like mid 2010s. I'm nostalgic. I never even watched these people. I did watch a bunch of videos of people making fun of them, but like,
shout out to Repsion. What the fuck is wrong with you today?
I don't know, man. I'm just like in a mood to like listen to like fucking old like YouTube drama, but like retrospectives on it, you know? Like listen to people talking about the YouTube drama like 10 years later. Like fuck, you know? Like we were talking about Daddy 05.
You know what? This is the first flag. This is like should we be testing you for the meth?
I've never seen you so concerned for my well-being. You're talking like
because this era of YouTube was honestly just madness.
Cancer. It was cancer.
This comes from like, you know, when
looking Casey Neistat, man. Like,
look, I don't remember anything particularly horrendous that Casey did.
No, he just cringe. The Fine Bros.
If you go back far enough, right? If you go back far enough, you'll see like Philip DeFranco doing like Hottie of the Week.
Yeah. My favorite instance of a video being like really dated on someone's channel is the Game Theory best boobs in gaming. It's like third video.
But you know what? I will say, to bring this to a positive note to end this on. Bring this to a more positive note to end this on.
Yeah.
People can change.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want evidence of that, Philip DeFranco is really the best example.
Absolutely. I mean, iDubbbz too, to an extent. He's been doing a lot better.
No.
He's been doing a lot better than he used to.
Yeah, but look, it's kind of like from going from the sewer to the toilet.
He's not. What's he been doing that's bad then to you? Like, what's the yuck?
The last time I heard iDubbbz in anything major was the whole like YouTube celebrity boxing thing where
that was like 2022, I think.
Yeah, but he was some people got banned and some people lost.
Oh, the person he banned, the person who got banned was like a piece of shit. Yeah, he got banned because he was also
playing both sides of that, and he wasn't in the right either.
I just know that he disavowed the content cop stuff. He disavowed all the stuff he used to do, and he said he hates the fans he had and stuff. Which, like, that takes a lot of stuff to say as like a content creator online, that you hate your fans.
But I lean to Philip DeFranco as the best example of that improvement because of the fact that, like, when you look at his very, very early content of like Hottie of the Week and, you know, hot takes on stuff and all of that, and you compare
Ray William Johnson
alone, right? You compare back then to now, where Philip DeFranco is unironically one of the most trusted news sources in the online like news space.
What's happening
on both the left and the right, by the way?
What's up, you beautiful bastards? What's happening for him?
I think that he has improved so massively in his content that there really isn't anybody else comparable in that sort of paradigm.
I'm sure there is if you go looking, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
Nobody that big.
No. He's definitely like the biggest example of like a complete turnaround. Not a complete turnaround, but like a complete glow up, you know? Because there's definitely people who've like a lot of people have like had like, oh, their content's definitely better nowadays. I guess like another big example might be Pyrocynical, but also like Pyrocynical also isn't like a trusted news source or anything, but he like used to be.
Pyrocynical is still opinion content.
Yeah, he's well, most of what he makes now is like video game, like videos. So he makes like reviews of games and stuff for the most part, like big long 8-hour videos on video games and stuff, which is mostly what he does now. Like, that's cool and all, but like he's not like a respected source like Phil DeFranco, where like he came from being hottest babes to fucking here's the political situation of the country at the moment. Here's like some dramas going on. It's all completely like trustworthy. But like Pyrocynical went from like, I'm gonna say the N-word to hey guys, everyone just Pyro made a new fucking 8-hour long video. You guys gonna watch it? I'll watch it when I have 8 hours free. I still haven't watched his last fucking video because it was 8 hours and 50 minutes long. The Darkwood video. My God.
Do you want to know who is never wrong?
Alex Jones.
H-Bomber guy.
Oh, fucking love H-Bomber guy. Oh, I love him so much. I love him.
H-Bomber guy.
I love him. I think about I think about his videos all the time.
Video release from H-Bomber guy, I'm like, okay, drop everything.
Literally, that was me when the plagiarism video dropped. I literally was like in class and I just started listening to it.
Plagiarism video was like
2 years ago at this point.
3 hours long, wasn't it?
Yeah, or maybe 3.5. Probably like closer to 4. I just fucking love, because he spent like 2 hours talking about like Illuminati and stuff, and like the other shit, and then like the rest of the video was on
yeah, it was 4 hours long.
On what the fuck's his name, Jesse, his name's not fucking Jesse Plemons. What the fuck is his goddamn name? The fuck is his name? The guy that he was stealing from, James Somerton.
Yeah, but video of 4 hours on the plagiarism thing where he literally destroyed that personality's entire career.
Like he multiple people, internet historian too. Internet historian also like hasn't really been the same in terms of popularity since then. But my favorite video of him is Roblox Oof. Like that's my favorite. The Tommy Tallarico is like my favorite.
So this video is kind of amazing because he talks about one sound effect in a game
and turns it into Tommy Tallarico.
Into a 2-hour takedown of a complete piece of shit in the gaming industry.
It's such a good fucking video. That's definitely my favorite of his, and I think the Ruby video is my second favorite of his, followed by the plagiarism video. Mostly because I like the Ruby video.
The Ruby video is really good.
Means a lot to me personally because I grew up watching Ruby and stuff. I grew up watching it, but I watched it when I was young. So like hearing like everyone point out the stuff that like I had on the tip of my tongue.
Right in the age.
Yeah. Boo hoo.
It hits me right in the age. But like between when he's doing like video game stuff or when he's doing like, you know, actual real life stuff, like I can't think of a time where H-Bomber Guy was just bad and wrong. Like nothing comes to mind.
No, nothing at all. He's definitely like one of the most respected people on the platform.
The internet's angel.
The internet's little angel. What one was it? Which video was it that had the? What video was it that had the Ben Shapiro like if the water is rising, then you can move, and then he was like, "Sell the fucking house to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman." What video was that?
I think that was the climate change.
That's it right there. Yeah, that's the screaming. Yeah, there it is. That's it. That's Aquaman. Sell the houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman. That one's great.
I don't know. I think that's the internet's a weird place.
No.
We've been going for over an hour.
Yeah, we have. Are we gonna end it there then? On a positive note, tell people to go watch H-Bomber Guy. Someone who we absolutely know everybody's watched before. Actually, I'm gonna end off today with a shout out to a YouTube channel that I like. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We can both pick one, and I'm gonna choose one that nobody knows because he's incredibly underrepresented on the internet. And that is, let me pull him up here. BH Ultra. This guy makes great fucking videos. They're like, I think my favorite one here is absolutely the Smash video here. An 8-hour and 30-minute video on the Smash, just the fucking lead up to Smash Bros. Ultimate, where he goes over like every single like week from the first trailer announced, like even before the first trailer, all the way up until the game's release, covering every single major leak that happened, the infighting and the drama behind the leaks, like who was trusted, who wasn't, where he was at that time. He like pulls up old YouTube comments from like 2018 and stuff, like under people's videos and stuff. Really, really good video. Also love the video on the Indiana Jones like marketing fucking thing, and like when they pumped the shit out of Indiana Jones content for a whole fucking year. Stuff, really great video. His videos on Nickelodeon TV shows are great. I have to go back and watch his portal videos. Channel? Very small. Not very small, but it used to be small when I found him. He's at 100K subscribers. When I found him, he was at like 40K. So like, he's very, very, fairly small. Like his most popular video is huge, but like most of his videos don't crack the million. Like he's only got 4 here, and they were like,
I guess the
2 of these are related.
I would recommend, at least in this vein, because I want to keep it in the same vein, is probably this one.
I still have to watch this person's videos. I'm so bad at getting through my watch list on YouTube.
And you can see he's not particularly tiny.
No.
But it's his videos that surprise me the most.
Oh, I should watch that Riverdale video because I love watching videos about Riverdale.
He's done multiple videos on Riverdale, I believe.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Like Chainsaw Man.
I should watch the Chainsaw Man video then.
like even the pro wrestling video, like I don't give a shit about wrestling anymore. Like,
oh, BH
the
Ultra.
Garfield one was amazing.
BH Ultra also has a fuck ton of videos on wrestling too.
But
They got me
I
interested, and I
think
don't
that
even
this
care about
person
wrestling.
needs a little more.
Yeah, and the Jake Paul the Jake Paul
bottom.
video sounds interesting too.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah,
It is
especially I feel like right now the most watched type of video I watch is something around 30 to 40 minutes because it's like enough time for me to get through all of like chores I have to do with like going through my whole day and stuff, like all the things that I need to just like kill time and like go take out laundry, go like make some lunch and stuff. That like perfectly slots in to get a video of like that length in. So I feel like that's like
But like
what I'm
this
looking for
channel
now.
is one that I'm surprised you're not a fan of.
I just haven't sat down and actually watched a video yet because they've been in my playlist, but just like keep not doing it.
But it is one of the channels that I'm surprised you're not a fan of.
Yeah. I think I'll probably like a video when I'll actually, after this, when I have to go like do, like I said, those types of chores and stuff, and while I'm editing, I'm gonna watch the Jake Paul video because I think
that one's very good.
Yeah,
because, I mean, you know, like they said, like, oh, Jake Paul, he's fixing these fights, he's like paying people off, and it's all like,
yeah.
And that's the argument for why Jake Paul keeps winning. But when you watch the video, I'm not going to spoil.
Right.
You'll see that it's far more than just that.
I see.
Like, that's why I kind of love Super Eye Patch Wolf, because he dives deeply into the things and seems to do, like, real proper fucking work on these videos. On topics that most people would say don't matter, but he somehow ties it back to like cultural, like the cultural touchstones of our lives.
Right.
You know,
I'll definitely
so
check
out
the
video.
The
Garfield one is especially good, at least.
And
I don't give a shit about Garfield. Here's a Sonic one.
Why do you insist on labeling me as the world's biggest Sonic fan? I've played like 3 Sonic games.
You know, if you gotta make this video, Super Eye Patch Wolf, if you gotta make this video,
proudly come out and say, I am a furry. No if and buts about it. But yeah,
by the way, that's my recommendation.
Yeah, BH Ultra and Super Eye Patch Wolf. Everybody go watch a video of theirs. Oh, stop.
Thank you for watching. Check out
Thank you all
Patreon.
for watching.
Like, follow, subscribe. Do all of those things.
The Patreon. You know what? If you want your name,
just like fuck the Patreon, liking, following, and subscribing takes nothing out of your
Patreon.
day.
Get your name in the credits at the end of the episode. So far, there are no credits, so that's why you haven't seen them. And also you get episodes early, so that's also cool too.
If you subscribe, we won't flood your timeline because we only release once a week.
Exactly. We don't fucking flood your shit with like a million YouTube shorts and also like small like fucking 3-minute highlight videos that nobody ever watches if you're already a fan because you're already watching the episodes as they come out. I fucking hate it when I get like small clips recommended to me and I already watched the fucking episode. You make me feel bad for not supporting, but I'm not going to watch the same content I did twice. Can you please stop doing that? I'm ranting about one specific channel that I won't even name.
Yeah, don't name them. We've done our shout outs. And most importantly of all, have a good week, motherfuckers.
No, most importantly of all, eat breakfast.
Yeah,
it's the most important meal of the day.
I can afford to do that.
Sorry, I'm so rich. Goodbye.